Hey, what's up, guys? Coming straight from the underground, it's me, Spookleye here. And, folks, today, October 14th, at 8:44 a.m., it's a little earlier than I thought it would be, because Serapi he has to get a hold of it before we can. Pokemon has released a new trailer for Pokemon Sun and Moon. Now, I'm going to be trying to upload what I can, then we're going to go straight to the Pokemon site, and we're going to be doing nothing but the finest of work to read up on these Pokemon. So, let's watch. Pika! Amazing Evolutions. In 2. Yo, that looks even more like Solgaleo than I thought it would. That face. Oh my god, that looks so good. Yeah, that's Arceus. That's 100%. That's 1,000% Arceus. I'm sorry, I'm yawning, folks. I didn't take my 5-hour energy. I literally just woke up maybe like 10 minutes ago. Watched Hakamo-o evolve into Hakamo-o and into Kommo-o. Yeah, that's Komodo Dragon. That's got Komodo Dragon in it. Look at it. He's sky uppercut into the next dimension. My boy, he about to hammer arm your face in. Clanging scales. Oh, so you're not gonna tell us what the hell it does? Into Steenie. And Steenie becomes Senia. Oh my god, is that what I think it is? I mean, that's cute. Is that a tsundere Pokemon? Queenly Majesty. Trop Kick. Yo, these new Pokemon. Ribombee. I can't say it right. But yo, that was the Pokemon we saw a while back. Let's see him. Let's see him. Show it to me. Look at Muck. Look at Muck. Oh my god, Muck, you bastard. You look so cool. Grimer's meh. But Muck, you became a beautiful rainbow of what the fuck. He changes color. Introducing new trainers. Olivia, the Kahuna of Akala Island. Look at this girl. We got an Amazon feel coming from her. Woo! Lordy, I give it 5 minutes before there's porn of her. Ilamia, this is who I thought was the rival in the last video. A trial Catman specializing in the normal type. But this is who I thought was a rival last video. I'm so sorry about that. Is that it? Is that it? That's it? Alright. So, folks, we got to go and look at that stuff. So, give me 1 second to move over to the Pokemon stuff. So, y'all gonna be seeing some stuff here. You're gonna be seeing what the heck Spook looks at for a second. I know. Actually, Spook might just edit around it and go to the stuff. But bring me to that powerful Sun and Moon news. How do I get to it? I am not a smart man, folks. No, it's not just click on that. Stupid me. Pokemon Sun and Moon. Let's see if the new stuff's even up yet. It should be up. It should be up. Yeah, it's up. See, the Pokemon are up now. Alright, so we got all these powerful new Pokemon to look at. We've got... There should be more than that. Oh, do I have to go looking for them all? Son of a bee, yeah, I probably do. Let's see. There's more of them down here. Cutiefly. No, they're not all on here. What? What? That can't be right. All started ALOLAN Other. Okay, Ribbonfly. These two. Was that really all they added? Was that all they added? Hold on, let me check Serbia and see. I gotta count it real quick. Okay, finally, so firstly, someone. Okay. Jangmo. Excuse me, folks. I am so sorry. Bun Sweets, Evolutions. Inkito Flies. No, that's it. And then there's the Alolans. Okay. So that's everything. Alright, so I guess let's start with the obvious choices. The ones that were revealed yesterday. Let's bring these boys up. And then we'll also bring these up. And I'll bring my two boys here. I love Muck. Muck is so good. You see, folks, that's what I like. Because I had my doubts about Grimer because I wasn't sure what Grimer was going to do because I wasn't sure about it. But Muck looks really good. I might be grabbing me an Alolan Muck depending on what it's, how it's built. But anyway. When type Null gains a partner's trust, it can deliberately destroy the restraining device it wears. Once released from the heavy mask, Pokemon's speed increases substantially, which means it gets fast as hell. Freed of the restraining effects of its mask, Silvally's senses are heightened, and it reverts to its natural temperament. It has a wild nature, but it will obey a trainer that it trusts. You see, folks, I should have took my 5-hour energy earlier. I woke up at 8 and I looked at the clock like, I could sleep for like 20 more minutes. But yeah, that's what I get. And the worst part, I have a drink over there, but I can't go grab it right now because of the video. So anyway, like I was saying, and to protect that trainer from danger, it will put its own life on the line. Silvally says to have been created to pose a threat. By inserting exclusive items into the drive on Silvally's head, its RKS system can be activated, causing Silvally's somatic cells to mutate and glow. The RKS system enables it to change its type, and its cells grow with different colors of light, depending on its typing. Silvally's ability is called the RKS System ability, which no Pokemon has ever had. I'm sorry, folks. I had the burp. Having Silvally hold items that correspond to each Pokemon type, it can change its own type. Multi-attack is a move that only Silvally can learn, and this move changes based on which type related to. So this thing is literally Arceus. It's somebody tried to make an Arceus. They were like, they learned about Arceus from a book or something like that, and like, yo, we have to make this Pokemon to help counter something, possibly the Ultra Beast. Because if this thing is if this thing's that strong, it's gonna want to cut. God damn it! One moment, folks. I'll be right back. Let me go drink my 5-hour energy to wake myself up. I will be right back. All right, folks, we're back. I am sorry about that, but yeah, it sounds like this Pokemon was made to be an Arceus clone to help counter something. They needed Arceus' power to take care of some kind of threat. So yo, this Pokemon, I'm feeling it. It's gonna be a weaker Arceus. Probably instead of base 120 across the board, it's gonna maybe have base 100. Maybe at the very most base 110. This might be this might make it to where we can use an Arceus in Smogon lower tiers, or even in VGC. Because I think Arceus is banned in VGC. I'm pretty sure. I don't remember seeing Arceus at Worlds. But anyway, let's go to my next boy, my boy Hakamo-o. Hakamo-o. This thing looks so cool, but it doesn't look as cool as the final Evo. But anyway, when Jangmo-o evolves into Hakamo-o, I swear I can't say it, like it doesn't hit the tongue right. It breaks from its fellows and begins to live on its own to train itself. Wherever it can find Pokemon to battle against, it seems to appear. Hakamo-o dances before battle to show its strength, clanging its scales together to make them ring out. When this dance reaches its climax, Hakamo-o bellows a fierce war cry to challenge its opponent. Its scales make for fine armor, so Hakamo-o doesn't worry about self-defense as it makes multitudes of strikes and overwhelms its opponent, but as a result, its scales often become damaged and get torn off. They grow back immediately, so this does not cause Hakamo-o undue concern. In fact, it views the number of lost scales as a proof of how ferocious It has fought, and it brandishes its bare arms in a boast of victory. So this thing is kind of cool. I'm liking it. I like its design. It looks like a pseudo. Like, these guys are the pseudos. If they're not, I will eat my own hair, because these things just look like a pseudo. They sound like a pseudo. They're dragon type. If they're not a pseudo, I don't know what the hell is anymore. Anyway, we've got the next man, my boy, Kommo-o. This thing is just awesome looking. I'm loving it. I still love it. This thing is like, this thing might actually replace Goodra when it comes to pseudo legendaries that I like. Heck, it might even replace Metagross and Dragonite. But anyway, at the end of its harsh training, Hakamo-o evolves into this overwhelming powerful form. It returns to the land of its birth, where it watches over the Jangmo-o from a distance. There is a legend that says Kommo-o is covered in glittering scales in order to drive away a great darkness covering the world. The reason these Pokemon seek out battle is to gain the power needed to defeat this darkness. When it detects someone approaching, this Pokemon rings the scales on its tail to announce its presence. It has no desire to battle against weak Pokemon. Kommo-o's greatest move is the uppercut. It swings its arm up from below in a punch of great skill and force, sending its foe flying into the sky. By raising its arms aloft, it can generate a force powerful enough to change the face of the surrounding landscape. This man sounds like he is about to destroy the competition. He doesn't even need to lift his arm. He's just like, he just snaps his little fingers on his hand and bam, everything's gone. That dragon fighting type though, boy, them fairies, they're gonna be eating his ass out like it's groceries. But anyway, clanging scales is a move that only Kommo-o can learn. It scrapes the scales covering its body against one another, attacking with a great clamor. After using this move, Kommo-o's defense is lowered. So, okay, that's not as cool as I thought it was. I thought it was a I thought that was a hidden ability of some kind. I guess it could. There must be some kind of benefit to it. It must be like a really strong move, like, or it's a fighting move or dragon move. It must be like a strong physical dragon move. Maybe like around the base power of Dragon Claw or something like that. But then why wouldn't you just run Dragon Claw? There must be some kind of bonus to it that we don't get to see. But either way, we don't have time for this. We got more Pokemon to do. We're at 13 minutes. We gotta hurry the heck up. Let me close the Volley thing. So we got Ribombee. This little thing we saw actually a while back. We saw it in a Korokoro scan, but no one knew a name on it or anything. They just saw like a little tiny picture of it. So we figured it was Cutiefly's evolution just because of how it looks, because it looks like Cutiefly. But anyway, we've got the Bee-Fly Pokemon. This thing is 8 inches tall and it only weighs 1.1 pounds. You ain't gonna be hitting this thing with a Pokeball. You're gonna need a damn microscope to hit it. But Ribombee collects flower, nectar, and pollen to make its balls known as pollen puffs. These serve as food, and what more, they can cause effects like paralysis or dizziness. Ribombee may use puffs to strike their opponents during battle. Some of the pollen puffs that Ribombee makes also have relaxing effects that can relieve tiredness. These, sign me the hell up. These are disturbed around the Alolan region and distributed as a high-priced supplement. Ribombee hates getting rained on. They're covered with fluffy hairs that hold the pollen they gather, and the rain makes them wet and dirty. Alolan people know that if a Ribombee are busily visiting the fields of flowers, you can be sure that the fair weather will continue. Okay. So this is literally just a honeybee Pokemon, which is kind of cool. I mean, I think Combee and Vespiquen are honeybee Pokemon, so I don't know why they would make another honeybee, but there are different species of bees, so this could be after a bumblebee. I didn't think about that. That's the one. I always forget honeybees and bumblebees are not the same exact species. So that's kind of interesting. We got a bumblebee Pokemon now. It's Bug Fairy, so I don't really see much use coming out of it. It's probably going to be similar to the to the Vikavolt line, where it's not going to get as much play as we want in competitive, but you never know. Someone might bring it. I mean, if they brought up Pachirisus to Worlds, who knows what you could bring to Worlds nowadays. Especially now that Megas are going to be banned for 2017. But I digress. We need to move on. So we got Steenie, the fruit Pokemon. It's a grass type with Leaf Guard and Oblivious. It's 2 feet 4 inches and it's 18.1 pounds. It's kind of cute. I don't really care for it. Like, I don't know, something about it just doesn't rub me right. Like, it just doesn't... I don't know. Like, I like this evolution, it's alright. But, I don't know. Lilligant will be the flower queen in my heart, so this thing does not matter to me. I'm sorry. The calyx on Steenie's head is harder than Bonsweet's, so Steenie no longer worries about being stabbed by other Pokemon. As Bonsweet, this Pokemon may have preferred to run away from others, but now Steenie and other Pokemon can play together. Upon evolving, the Pokemon's fragrance becomes even more delectable, but it also gains a tomboy-like personality. Living together with one is quite the ordeal. As it moves around, it spins its calyx, striking nearby opponents, but Steenie couldn't care less. Steenie unleashes the combo move using the calyx on its head and its hard legs. First, it smacks the opponent with the calyx on its head, and when the opponent flinches, it lands a whacking great kick. It usually does the trick. So this thing, this little green, the hair, let's say the hair, because that's what it is, spins like a propeller. That's really fucking weird. That's really weird. And then it does kicks. So this thing's kinda, it seems like they're following a Japanese girl trope with this thing. Like, I could be completely wrong, I could be missing the point entirely, and it just turns out that this is just some kind of character or some shit like that. But this Sonarina, that reminds me of a Tsundere for some reason, just because of that look. And she's also like a queen dominatrix kind of deal. Looks like she's gonna kick the shit out of you with these high heels though. So we got Leaf Guard and Queenly Majesty. Sarina, that's what it is. Sarina has the nature of high-class nobility. Any Pokemon or human that approaches it with evil in mind will be punished forthwith. It even turns its fearsome glare upon its own trainer if the two of them are not fully in sync, or if its trainer orders it to use a move that will be ineffective. Only the strongest of Steenie are able to evolve. When this happens, the Steenie evolves with the blessing of other Steenies. It then uses its strength to protect the Bonsweet. Sarnia is a high-kicking virtuoso. It has honed these skills beyond the level it achieved as a Steenie, and it attacks with graceful movements. At the same time, its fragrance mesmerizes its opponent, dealing them a secondary attack. Trop Kick is a move that only Sarnia can... I'm just going to say Sarnia for short, because I know I'm probably saying it wrong, but anyway. Can learn. It lowers an opponent's attack by showering it with a blazing hot kick in a style similar to that originating from tropical countries. It is said that this Pokemon loses strength if touched on the crown, like protuberance on its head. Some Sarnia have the Queenly Majesty ability, which no other Pokemon has previously had. The effects of Queenly Majesty are so intimidating that it prevents the opponent from using priority moves. Wasn't there a Pokemon that there was a Pokemon that also had an ability exactly like that they released. What was its name? What was it? It was the clownfish looking thing. It was where is he? It was like a long, here, this thing. Bruxus, Dazzling. Yeah, prevents opponents from using priority moves that normally strike for first. So yeah, you're not able to use priority moves in this generation, because that's 2 Pokemon that take them out. But okay, so I feel like there was a missed opportunity here to make this thing like a grass fire type, because it's a blazing hot kick, or even a grass fighting type. Like grass fighting type, I think there's Chestnut and there's Breloom when it comes to fighting types. And I feel like they kind of missed out on it. Oh, and there's Virizion. I forgot about Virizion. But I guess what can I say? Maybe someone at Game Freak was like, nah, we don't need a grass fighting type. She's okay as a grass type, but I don't see this thing getting a ton of play. Who knows though? If it's got good stats, it could be like a physical Lilligant, which we really don't have a lot of like heavy hitting physical grass types. Like I'm trying to think of some off the top of my head. I'm thinking like Chestnut, Superior Special, Sceptile Special. Well, Sceptile can run physical. Breloom. I can't think of any other physical. Oh, Trevenant. Virizion. I can't think of many of them, but anyway, we gotta keep moving, folks. We got two left. We got the Alolan Pokemon, and I cannot even stress that I didn't like this. I didn't like this picture at first because I thought he looked kind of dumbed down, which is kind of hard to do to a pile of sludge, but it's growing on me. But anyway, when the population of the Alola region increased, dealing with their garbage became a serious problem. As a solution, Grimer were imported from the other regions. They fed primarily on garbage, so their body composition changed, as did their forms. What appear to be teeth in this Pokemon's mouth are in fact residual toxins from the garbage it eats, which are hardened and crystallized. No method has been discovered to break down these crystals. Direct contact with them presents a danger. Alolan Grimer is always eating garbage, but its constant hunger will cause it to begin to eat each other. Oh, I thought it said each other. Begin eating other manufactured objects if it runs out of garbage to feed on. There are more than 100 Alolan Grimer in Alola's garbage processing plant, and all the garbage produced in Alola is taken for use as their food. So you see, that's exactly what I was talking about when I talked about I wanted to see what their explanation was for it. They brought in Alolan Grimer to help deal with an environmental problem. They had too much garbage. They're on an island, so they can't really just go dump it in the ground somewhere, which you really shouldn't do, but that's what happens with the world, sadly. So they brought in a Pokemon that eats trash. They could have brought Trubbish or Garbodor. That would have been funny, but they brought Grimer to eat the trash, and because they ate the trash, its composition changed. It became something different. So it became a dark type. It became Poison Dark, which, again, not a bad typing. This Pokemon might be pretty good. I don't know what its stats are going to be. That's the problem. We need to wait and see. But I think it's heavier than a normal Grimer. Where's my phone? Oh, my dad's next to Chance. I'm not going to bother him. Alright, folks. We only got one mon left to look up. I am sorry about that. I'm just beyond tired. I should have woke up a lot earlier and got everything set up beforehand, but I was too tempted to sleep in. But anyway, we got my boy Alolan Muk. I'm loving this thing's design. I love that the colors change. That's just ridiculously cool. I don't know why, but it's just ridiculously cool. So this thing is Poison Dark. It's 3 foot 3 inches. It's 114 pounds, which I think actually it's lighter than normal Muk. Let me see. I want to see real quick, out of curiosity. I think Muk's like the 15th poison type. Muk. How heavy is normal Muk? Normal Muk. Oh damn! It's like double the weight of a normal Muk. So probably it's gonna be bulkier, which is kind of crazy because Muk already has really good defenses. Because let's see, it's got base 105 HP, base 75 defense, and base 100 special defense. So you might be looking at a physically defensive Muk, which wouldn't be a bad thing because Poison Dark, it's only weak to ground. So unless you're coming in with that Earth Power, it could be useful. Alright, so Alolan Muk eats whatever's in reach without pausing. And if it feels the sharp pang of hunger, it runs amok. Ha, I see what you did there. It's thought that its voracious appetite stems from an inability to maintain its energy levels without a constant influx of toxins. The toxins have accumulated in Alolan Muk's body from its steady diet of various waste products and manufactured materials. This accumulation has brought about a chemical change, producing a new kind of toxin. Alolan Muck has the same poisonous crystals as Alolan Grimer, but they're not limited to its mouth. They extend from all over the surface of its body. Alolan Muck uses them to attack, just like other Pokemon use their fangs or claws, and these highly toxic crystals are easily knocked loose, making them extraordinarily dangerous. The Grimer and Muck in the Alola region produce and store their toxins within their bodies. So unlike Grimer and Muck in other regions, you won't detect any unpleasant aromas when you draw near one. That's kind of cool. So that explains why it doesn't have stench as an ability anymore, because I think normal Muck has stench as a hidden ability. Let me see. Where is it? Where are the 10 abilities? No, it could have either stench or sticky hold. So now that it doesn't have stench, Alolan Muck, they store their toxins in their body. I love this thing, and it's definitely not what I thought it would be when it came to how to explain it. I thought they were gonna be like, due to certain chemicals mixing with sand and water or some shit like that. But still, I'm loving the design. I can't wait to see this thing in gameplay and battles. I feel like this thing is gonna make it to at least UU in Smogon tier, maybe, and it's a big maybe, even into the VGC system, because it looks like, because if it's anything like normal Muck, it's gonna be slow as sludge. But yeah, so anyway, we covered all the Pokemon. I'm loving these designs so far. All these Pokemon are just so beautifully powerful. Oh, excuse me. Any new interesting stuff? We got the Kahuna lead each island and the trial captain information. We'll read these real quick. We got 2 Kahunas so far. Each of the Alola 4 islands has a leader called the Island Kahuna, who govern the island. Kahunas are chosen by the Pokemon known as guardian deities, which are also found on each island. So the island deity chooses who the Kahuna is. Okay, that's interesting. Olivia is the Kahuna of Akala Island, the second island you visit on your island challenge. Her skill is extraordinary, and as can only be expected from someone chosen to serve a Kahuna at such a young age. If she still insists, she's just a normal girl. I like her design. She looks really cool. Like I said though, like 5 minutes, not even that. Probably there's already porn of it. There's already porn of her out there somewhere, folks. I already could tell. Just the design is too easy to imagine. We got Hala here. I don't know if anyone's ever read Hala stuff. Hala is the Kuna Mele Mele Island, where you just moved to, and your rival Hau's grandfather. Okay, so this is our rival's grandfather. That's kind of cool. His skill is renowned in the Alola region. He gives you your first partner Pokemon and expects great things for you. Well, you better. Oh crap, I clicked the wrong thing. I was trying to click on the Alola region. So they revealed all, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, there's 5 trial islands. There's 5 of those, and then there's gonna be 4 Kahunas, that's 9. And then there's the trial, okay, so wait, the totem Pokemon count as gym leaders. The Kahunas count as gym leaders. So the trials must not count as a gym leader, they must count as something else. But an expert in normal play Pokemon, Captain Ilima graduated from trainer school and is a hero to the students of that school. That's kind of cool. Lana is is a captain who's an expert with water type Pokemon. She's dedicated to her family and is a reliable older sister who watches over her younger sister. That's nice. Captain Mallow is an expert with grass type Pokemon. She loves cooking, but it seems that sometimes her taste is a bit peculiar. Specializing in electric type Pokemon, Captain Sofala, I can never say his name. I'm just gonna call him Tierno. Captain Tierno is good with mechanics and has invented various machines. Kiawe is the captain whose expertise is fire type Pokemon. Together with his Marowak, he studies the traditional dances that have been passed down in the Alola region. So these are our trial captains. I kind of want to see if they're going to add more trial captains. but I don't really know how or why they would. I don't think there's any other interesting features to talk about, because there's the festival plaza and stuff that we had. There's the Wi-Fi battles, which we talked about last episode. Not last episode, but in other people's videos. There's not really much else to say on the matter other than I can't wait. The demo is actually supposed to come out in about 4 days, so I'm probably going to do a video on the demo. That's going to be kind of fun. And all I can say, folks, is this is going to be a good game. I could feel it. Pokemon is doing like everything. They're breaking all of their normal molds. There's no gym leaders. Well, there's gym leaders, but they're not the same thing. There's new forms for Pokemon, which I guess they've done before, but not like this. There are... They're listening to their competitive community, it seems like. They're actually trying to make... They're understanding that Pokemon has a competitive scene. I think that's really neat. These new Pokemon are look pretty good. I still swear to God that this guy here, Kommo-o, is my boy. I'm loving him. He, like, that design looks so good for a Pokemon. Like, you could say, oh, Pokemon never makes any good Pokemon designs anymore. Or, well, it would be great. It would be Game Freak. I keep saying Pokemon, but it's actually Game Freak. So I'm sorry about that. But oh, Game Freak never makes any good Pokemon designs anymore. How dare they? Yeah, first gen. Yeah. Boy, shut the hell up. We had a Pokeball for first gen. Pokeball with eyes and a rock with arms. I don't give a shit. I've got a Komodo dragon, Velociraptor looking motherfucker right here. With scales, he looks like an ancient warrior, and he does not give a shit. He will uppercut you and all of first gen into the next dimension. But yeah, so anyway, I hope you all did enjoy this. I think we're going to be ending it off with that. I personally can't wait for this game. And tell me, guys, what do you love so far about this game? When it comes out, I expect every single one of you who love Pokemon out there to go try it. At least try it. Get the demo. Try the demo at least. See if you'll like it. If not, I can understand. Everyone has their own taste. They might not like this, and they might prefer older Pokemon, the old Pokemon to it. But I don't care. I'm gonna be playing this game until I'm dead. Until Gen 8 comes out, or probably even them 4th Gen remakes. Cause that seems like what it's gonna be. It's gonna be Gen 7 and probably a Gen 4th remake. Then they're gonna going to possibly make Gen 8, then a Gen 5 remake. Then Gen 10, then Gen 9, then I feel like it would stop at Gen 10, and then they might like reset it to some kind of new setup, but I don't know. Either way, folks, we gotta end it off. We're like way over the time. We're at 33 minutes. Jesus Christ, that's a long video. But we did talk about a lot. We talked about all the new Pokemon. We talked about the trial captains and the kahunas. I sound so weird saying that, because you can't say it unless you have the native tongue to it. But anyway, I hope you all did enjoy, and if you haven't already, please, folks, go smack that like button. Just give it a little smack to the face, because it helps out with the analytics, and it really does show your support for the series. For this, it shows you guys want to see more of this Pokemon news. It shows you want to see more of these other things. But yeah, whatever. Anyway, I hope you all did enjoy. I will see you all in the next amazing video. And folks, always remember to stay spooky. Bye, guys.